tracking Piedmont weather. But good Tuesday afternoon. I'm WFMY News 2 meteorologist Ed Matthews. Let's talk about Piedmont weather. Now, all is quiet now. We got plenty of sunshine around, but yeah, the big question is how long is it going to stay quiet? Would you believe we're already tracking the potential at this point of a coastal storm as we head through the upcoming weekend? Let's jump in and talk about what's going on here in our part of the Piedmont. Was it cold enough for you this morning? Oh, yeah, it was plenty cold. Take a look at these lows. This is the coldest weather that we've had in our area in over 3 years. Danville went down to 9 this morning, 8 degrees at PTI, 14 at Douglas Airport in Charlotte. Columbia down to 17, 15 at Raleigh-Durham. And check this out. We had teens all the way down to Wilmington and for Myrtle Beach as well. And look over South Carolina and Georgia. Temperatures in the teens at Augusta, Macon, down to 14 for the low in Atlanta, Georgia earlier this morning. And taking a closer inspection of our low temperatures, 11 at Walnut Cove and Reedsville, 9 at Danville, Yanceyville 13 this morning, Burlington went down to 9, 7 not only in High Point but went down to 7 in Winston-Salem as well, 9 degrees in Wilkesboro and over at Lexington, and 8 degrees the temperature at Asheboro. We did have some quite low wind chills as well. The lowest wind chills I saw were at Danville, Virginia, and out at PTI. Both of those locations earlier this morning, the wind chill went to 0. It was frosty across the Piedmont. I tell you, the sun has been working overtime to move up the temperatures. We take a live look over beautiful Winston-Salem. Look at that Carolina blue sky. Even this NC State graduate loves a Carolina blue sky and sunshine. And as we've been talking about the past couple of days in the wake of our winter storm, that's what we need. We need that direct sun shining down on the roadways, because they are, of course, colored black. They're what we call in science a black body, and a black body absorbs heat energy. So you get the sun to shine down on the highways and byways, and that helps in the melting process of the snow and ice, even though temperatures yesterday hovered right around freezing. Now we're going to see temperatures move above freezing as we head through this afternoon. Sunshine right now. Smith Reynolds Airport, the temperature there is at 29 degrees. And we're on our way to the mid, maybe a few spots into the upper 30s this afternoon. So going several degrees above freezing. But again, not only going above freezing, but that full day of sunshine is really going to help us out. Now, overnight tonight, it's going to be plenty cold in the Piedmont, but not quite as cold as it was this morning. And the reason for that, we've got another Arctic cold front that will swing through the area late tonight and early tomorrow. And essentially, it's just going to reinforce the already very cold air over our region. It has limited moisture associated with it, but we could see a few scattered clouds overnight tonight. That would at least help a little bit to keep the temperatures elevated somewhat. So we think upper teens to lower 20s by early tomorrow morning. So we currently have a Arctic air mass over us right now. It tries to modify a little bit over the next couple of days with temperatures into the mid and upper 30s. Of course, not only today, but that'll be the case for Wednesday and Thursday as well. But here comes another cold front. It's an Arctic cold front. It'll bring us again a few scattered clouds tonight, and then it will pass south of our area, and the floodgates will be open for, you guessed it, more Arctic air to work into our part of the Piedmont. Now, thankfully, not enough moisture associated with that front that would produce any precipitation or anything like that. As a matter of fact, we're going to keep it dry right on through Thursday and into Friday, and then thereafter, oh boy, what's going to happen for the weekend? Well, our forecast models are suggesting a coastal low pressure system, one that would initially develop in the Gulf of Mexico and then track our way. And several different scenarios. Number 3, we don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, it would be more of a wintry mix, just like we've gone through, and that's sleet, freezing rain, and snow. Option number 2 is actually the very favored way that we just get a pretty snow here in our part of the Piedmont. And option 1 is a little farther offshore, and that, if it did occur, would be minimum impacts in our part of the Piedmont, and that would be more of a potential snow situation from Raleigh and Fayetteville and on down into eastern North Carolina. Now, confidence is certainly building that we are going to have a coastal low, but we've got to sort out exactly what the track of that storm is going to be. And quite frankly, gang, the low pressure has not developed yet. Once it does develop, our models will have a little better handle on the future track of the system. We compare the European model and the GFS model. The Euro has the system farther offshore, so it has a hard time getting moisture into our area, but that scenario would be more snow in eastern North Carolina. But look at the GFS model. It is closer to the Carolina coast, so that solution would be able to throw more moisture into central and even western North Carolina. Now, which model is telling the truth? I'd love to be able to tell you. The forecast tracks are going to change quite a bit over the next several days. And of course, as we get closer to Saturday, we're going to really zero in on what we think is going to play out. At this point, we don't see a big snow producer, but with it being a coastal system, we would stay in the colder air, and that would favor snow as opposed to kind of a mixture of wintry precipitation. So confidence is high that we're going to have a coastal low. We've just got to sort out exactly what the track is going to be over the next several days and, of course, through the weekend. We are 5 to 7 days out, actually 5 days out, so we're looking at trends right now, and the trend is increasing for the development of a coastal low, and we just got to figure out, and we feel pretty confident that it's going to be snow, but the timing, we're going to continue to work that out over the next few days, so stay tuned. One thing for sure, temperatures are expected to remain below normal for really much of the eastern part of the United States, and this goes through February 6th. And our weekend system, if it were to bring any snow at all to our part of the Piedmont, right now it looks as though it